What's up, my crypto legends? In this episode, we've got a very special guest. His name is Dan. He is from Rover. He also does technical analysis. Has been here for years in the crypto space. You got a link down in the description of his YouTube channel, so make sure to check him out. Dan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing perfect. Especially since my trade I made yesterday on my channel has been doing absolutely well right now. It's just making me feel perfect today.
That is great. You definitely got to tell us something about your trade. But just first of all, a quick introduction on how did you get into the crypto space? How long have you been in crypto? So if you could tell us all about it before we can actually crack on your point of view on Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Of course. I started in the end of 2015. I heard from my friend of mine while I was working at McDonald's that you should buy some red coins. It was a S coin. Basically, I bought in towards it. It pumped up like 45x. Made very nice gains with it. Unfortunately, I have not been selling the top over there, but I did took some very well profits over there. But it was basically the Kickstarter for me. What was really making me an addict in the cryptocurrency space. You see the gains are possible. And while you see it's possible, you're just going to go fully for it. And since then, I've been dedicated. I've been reading books. I've been watching YouTube every single day, since YouTube is one of the best learning methods, in my opinion, to learn, right now as well about technical analysis and as well about Bitcoin in general. So that was really what got me into Bitcoin.
Wow, amazing. Well, you've been trading for a few years eventually then now, yeah?
Indeed.
If you can show us, what your technical analysis, in the short term, in the long term, where do you see Bitcoin? And then if we could have a little bit of time to check out Ethereum, that would be absolutely great, Dan. So
yeah, perfect. Let's go right away in towards it. And right away, you're going to say it because I'm going to be a little bit bearish here. But I want to be right away clarifying something up here, and that's that I'm a huge Bitcoin bull. I do expect that we're going to still see a new all-time getting created this year for sure. But on the imminent short term, for the last 3 days, I've been a little bit bearish on my channel, and I will be right now as well be a little bit bearish on this video, since I will be right away starting off with the daily candles to, of course, give my reasons why I'm right now a little bit bearish. So Bitcoin has been increasing very quickly here over the past days here. We have been seeing an approximately 60% rise in 21 days, what is absolutely crazy, of course, but beautiful to see, because we were already expecting it since there were some divergence on the lower side. What I will be going in towards in a second, what was signifying a trend towards the upside getting created here. But right now, of course, we set up a Fibonacci from the swing high towards the swing low. And you can see that we're running in towards the 0.5 Fibonacci level. And this level has been providing us a major rejection. And it is also making me feel a little bit cautious right now. Because if you're looking to a dead cat bounce here, how it works, it usually is, you see, of course, a correction. And after that, the correction, you're seeing a bounce back towards the 0.5, aka the 50% range of the previous high, a retracement back towards that level. And if you're not able to break through that level, you're probably going to see a massive correction. And currently, we are seeing the correction coming in towards us. And I opened a short here there on that side, and I shared it as well on my YouTube channel myself. And I took a short over there, but it has been absolutely crushing it. And I was not only taking it because of the 0.5 in the Fibonacci. Since as well, if we're enabling the RSI, you can see a clear divergence over here. So you can see clearly we are forming a higher high in the price action. And this is totally no rocket science. You can clearly see it, a higher high in the price action, lower high on the RSI, giving me a bearish divergence. And I always like to look at several indicators giving me a direction. And right now as well, if you're enabling the MACD, you can see over here the MACD has as well formed a lower high here in the histogram. And this means basically that the buyers are getting exhausted, but the prices are still moving up. What is as well giving a signal of a trend reversal. And I can go on and on, because as well, if I'm going to enable the money flow index, you can clearly see lower high getting formed here as well, once again giving a signal that the buyers are exhausted. This was basically my reason coming together with the 0.5 in the Fibonacci to open a short position. And this is also a reason for me to say that we're probably going to retrace back towards the 42K before once again moving up back towards higher stages, since I'm personally anticipating that for sure. So as well, let's go a little bit into the lower time frame. You were seeing previously on the 1 hourly candles here on Bitcoin, a very beautiful parallel channel towards the upside getting created here, lower side providing the support, top side providing the resistance, of course. And you can see earlier today, for me, midnight, it depends on where you're from, of course, we were seeing a breakdown here, and we were seeing a perfect retest here of our previous support flipping into resistance, as well confirming that we are right now starting a downtrend. We are breaking the uptrend here, and I'm talking right now in the 1 hourly candles. So this could be flip bullish once again very quickly. So right now we're still setting lower highs, lower lows. Once again, no rocket science. It's just trend identification on the candlesticks, and you can clearly see, yeah, we're right now in a minor downtrend as well. Bitcoin, of course, has been decreasing right now in the past hours very significantly. And we are right now trading on key levels of support. Since this level that we're right now trading on here on the 1 hourly candles has been providing us several times very strong resistance, but as well very strong support. So for me right now, this is the level, the 44.9K, approximately 44.8K is really the level that has to be holding for Bitcoin, because if we're not going to hold on to this level, I personally anticipate that pullback back towards the 42,000. What is of course very likely to get from here on, especially as well if you're setting up a Fibonacci, we are probably right now getting supported by the 0.236 here. But if we're not able to hold on to this level, yeah, it's imminent to see and fall back towards the golden pocket entry around the 43 towards 42,000 US dollars.
Nice. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about also on my video. I see like a kind of potential double top also scenario, and you can see that this the $44,700 range is it's exactly holding very nicely as support. So yeah, we could expect, you know, with all these bearish indicators that we might break this support and continue a little bit to the downside before we actually get some strength continue to the upside, right? So.
Yeah, indeed. And I was already as well talking about it on my channel, since there were already some signals coming in here. You can first of all see a bearish divergence on the RSI getting created here previously, but as well on the MACD, an indicator that not a lot of people are using nowadays. But personally on my channel, I really like that indicator, since it's a very strong momentum indicator, and you could have already seen it coming. You were seeing a lower high once again getting created here in the histogram, with as well with higher high in the price action, resulting once again in giving us a signal that the momentum is running off. And as well, if you're looking towards, let me see, the highs over here. You can see, let me set us up correctly. You can see that the highs are cooling off ever so slightly. So we were first setting exponential higher highs. After that, it cooled off ever so slightly. And maybe this is very familiar for you as well here, but if you go back to the daily candles and you look back to this over here, it looks very similar, right? So we're seeing a lot of things coming together, also making me feel a little bit bearish on the imminent short term.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for your point of view on BTC here in the short midterm. I want to ask you a very important question. It is on everybody's mind right now, because there's been a lot of bears, the last couple of months. Everybody calling, well, not everybody, but a lot of people calling for 25K levels, 20K. I even heard 9K BTC, in the next coming months. Let me know your opinion on what do you think? Are we entering a multi-year bear market, or this has just been a monthly bear market? We're going to be off to the races in the next coming months.
I will right away say it, and we're not going to go below the 30K. Absolutely, there's going to be no way. The point here is people were selling off, and the reason why we also saw this bump, in my opinion, here is because you could have seen it as well on the circulating supply on exchanges. It shoot down very quickly. What basically means here is that no one was selling anymore. And previously, there were more sellers than buyers. Of course, that's the reason why we decreased. But there was also a lot of institutional buying. And as soon over here, as the sellers were stopping to sell and the institutions were still buying, because if you look at wheel map, you can see there were a lot of wheels accumulating around the zone. We moved up very quickly, and institutional interest is too high. We're not going to go back to 9K. People are saying, since we are still having a CME gap around the 9.7K, that we're going to fill it. I think you should be better, keep that out of your mind, since we as well have a CME gap here around the 60K. So are we going to fill that one as well? I mean, it's not smart to be a bear on the longer term on Bitcoin. No. It's definitely not smart.
Unlikely. No, very unlikely.
Indeed.
Okay, so I mean, I was also very, very bullish. I kept bullish. I was saying, guys, the most likely scenario is that 28K is going to be the bottom. We might see a wick or two, just like a spring point on an accumulation event. And I don't think that even 25K is very, very likely, because there's so many people wanting to buy Bitcoin for cheaper levels. So if we do come down, it's going to pop back up again, in my opinion. So
indeed.
Great. Anything else that you want to tell me about Bitcoin?
I mean, I can't talk about the past, but of course the past, I mean, we already been there. So that was it for me.
Perfect. Perfect. I mean, thank you very much for your opinion on BTC. That's absolutely great. I like your analysis. They're really straightforward, really, really fast. I try and do that on my channel as well. Straight to the point, get it out of the way, because some other channels, some other analysts are like really, really boring, and you are straight to the point, man. So
Yeah, I'm trying to get the energy in towards it, and as
yeah,
well, I like to be fair, since some people
yeah,
always are bullish, and I
yeah,
totally don't like that. I'm usually bearish once everyone is bullish, and once
yeah,
everyone is bearish, I'm bullish. But
yeah,
that's
exactly.
the way
Yeah,
how I trade.
that's
So
great.
some people may not like it, but it's the way how you
I
become
mean,
a profitable trader.
definitely, definitely. After this run up since the 21st of July, it's like 3 weeks just gone. You can just see the chart, this needs a cool off. So yeah, absolutely to the point. Right. If, yeah, it was it like 86% pump, no, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's even more if I connect the
Yeah.
wicks here.
Well, yeah. All right. Ethereum. What's your take on Ethereum? If you got time for just to take a quick look on Ethereum, that would be absolutely great to close this interview. That would be absolutely great.
Yeah, of course. Let me go right away into it. So yeah, you can see first of all we broke out, sorry, of this falling wedge here on the daily candles. Beautiful breakout. After that, we moved up very significantly. We broke through horizontal levels of resistance here, orange box. We even retested this one perfectly. It comes together as well with some other levels, what I will be going in towards in a second. But right now, we're seeing something very interesting. So the 3,166 US dollars has been providing us resistance for the past 5 days here, and even today we're getting rejected by it. So it's an extreme important level, and if you're as well looking back towards the past, you can see this level provided us very strong support here.
Yeah.
So it is very likely to assume once again that this level is going to provide as much resistance, and it is clearly doing so right now here. So that is, of course, first of all, an important level to pay attention towards. And as soon as we are going to see a daily candle close above this level, I will be probably flip extremely bullish on Ethereum. But as long as we're not seeing it, I will be remain neutral. So as well, what we're seeing right now on the 4-hourly candles is also pretty interesting. We were, first of all, already seeing the momentum loss here on Ethereum in the past days here. We were seeing the prices increasing and the RSI once again decreasing, giving us a signal of a bearish divergence. And a bearish divergence is basically giving you once again a signal of a trend reversal. So it was very likely to assume that the prices were running down ever so slightly from there on. And we clearly did so as well. We formed some kind of a rising wedge here. We were forming, once again, like I explained, once again, sorry, I say so much once again, but we explained as well earlier on with Bitcoin. We were seeing exponential highs getting created, but after that, it cools off, and that gives the RSI as well the room to create this bearish divergence. As well, with these highs connected, you can see clear rising wedge getting formed. Very, very typical bearish bias pattern, tends to break almost every time towards the downside. And I mean, the price target is pretty horrible. I will be probably not anticipating the price target around the 2,600 US dollars, since it's too low for me. We have been creating this pattern, but I don't see Ethereum retracing so fast towards that level. Yeah, indeed. I don't expect that. And if you just purely look to this chart on the 1-hourly candles, you can see we got a lot of touches over here. We got a lot of touches here on the, we got a lot of touches here on the orange box. You can see almost, let's say 8 touches or so. And while we were breaking through it on the top side, we retested it once successfully. It was pretty bullish. And after that, we, of course, right away broke below it once again as well, giving us a signal that the buyers are not strong enough now here. So you want to be extremely careful. If you're going to look for trades, please be careful with looking for long positions right now. I definitely want to be saying that. Be careful with long positions as well with shorting, of course. If you want to be taking it safe, just step on the sidelines right now. Just wait till you're seeing a better opportunity. And right now, since we broke once again below this level, I personally do expect a pullback towards the 2,900 US dollars approximately for Ethereum. It's a very healthy retracement comes together if we're measuring it with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is going to make a pullback towards 42K, as well as for enabling the 4-hourly candlesticks over here. And if we're setting up a Fibonacci over here real quickly, let me set up this correctly from the swing low towards the swing high. And let me zoom in once again a little bit over here. So if you're setting up this Fibonacci over here, you can clearly see as well retracing towards the 2,907 US dollars comes together with previous very strong support, like you can see over here, and it comes together with my orange box here, what is of course daily support as well. So definitely think this is a very good time to accumulate around that zone here. And personally, I would be just remain a little bit more calm here. Of course, if you're going to dollar cost average, it's never bad. If you're going to ask right now in the comment section, is it a good time to accumulate right now? For sure, it depends on your vision. If you're here for the long term, it's never bad. I mean, it's never bad to accumulate Ethereum around these ranges. But for sure, the imminent short term and for all the traders, please be a little bit more careful right now. That's my my thoughts about Ethereum right now.
Thank you very much, man. I mean, your analysis is very similar to mine also. I was saying today in my channel also that, it is very difficult now to look for a long or a short position because we are in a clear, nice bull trend on the 1 hourly and the 4 hourly, but we're getting these bearish diversions. So it is dangerous to short because we're in a bull trend, in the 1 4 hourly. And also it's risky to long because we're seeing, the bulls kind of losing steam, so it's exactly a critical area. I mean, Dan, thank you very much for your perspective. One more question. Where do you see Ethereum price predictions? Do you think it's going to peak in late this year, in 2022, early 2022?
Q4 is going to be extremely bullish. First of all, since generally speaking, Q4 is very bullish for Bitcoin. If we're looking to a historical price action, and as well, if Bitcoin is going to be bullish, I think Ethereum is going to follow, especially this year. We are just far from over. People say we're starting a new bull run, but we're still in the same bull run. We were just having a reaccumulation phase, and we're ready to rock once again. So I see Ethereum really reaching still $10,000 in this bull run. I think it's a very realistic price prediction, and for sure it could be even increased further. And well, I'm right now seeing that Bitcoin is correcting, so pretty interesting.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with the new hard fork for Ethereum, we are seeing the supply getting shrinking. So I mean, this is definitely going to have a price impact in the next few months, in the next coming months for sure. So very realistic price prediction, in my opinion. Dan, thank you very much for joining the channel. Guys, make sure to check his YouTube channel. He's got great technical analysis, as you can see. So the link is in the description of his channel. Dan, thank you very much. I hope we can do another interview and another analysis here in the next coming months. Thank you.
Thank you so much.